I don't remember a time when I wasn't pulled to nature, and especially the mountains. From an early age, I dreamed of camping in the wild, hiking through the forest, and being submersed in nature. When we're young, we dream big about little things, but somewhere along the way, life happens. At 18, I joined the Army, started a family, and did a tour in Germany. After returning to the States, I was assigned to the 1st Infantry Division, which took me to the front lines of the first Gulf War. I found myself in a foreign country fighting an army that our government told us was the enemy. As young soldiers, we had no idea how badly we would be affected by the chemicals, oil field smoke, experimental vaccines, depleted uranium, and other things that we encountered in Iraq. Few people know that more Gulf War veterans ended up dying as a result of combat exposures than the total losses from Vietnam. But you won't hear that on the 6 o'clock news. After the war, I quickly lost much of my hair, and remember, at age 24, feeling like I was 80 due to the intermittent arthritis in my hips and shoulders, among some other minor health issues. My health otherwise was pretty good until years later, however, when I experienced severe illness with symptoms that other Gulf War vets had experienced. They called it Gulf War syndrome or Gulf War illness. I know what you're thinking. It sounds like a sad story, right? And I guess it is, until you somehow learn that great struggle often brings great personal growth. In the midst of feeling like I was on a fast track to being another Gulf War casualty, something happened. I began to change, inside and out. It felt like the hand of God was remolding me. Sitting here now, I will tell you that I believe there is value in struggle. In fact, now I would tell you that struggle doesn't have to be a tragedy. Maybe it can be a gift that teaches us to see and empathize with the struggle of others, a gift that brings us to our knees so that we are no longer looking down on or judging other people, a gift that makes us thankful for the good in our life as well as the bad, or what we would normally judge as bad. As a result of my struggle, which has been both physical and cognitive in nature, I felt the urge to simplify my life. That simplification eventually led me to buy a work van and spend an amazing year building it into a camper van. And that brings me to now. Now, less is more, and almost anywhere can be home for the night. Now I value friendships and experiences more than any material thing that money can buy. Now I give myself permission to love deeply, live consciously in the moment, and to be whoever I want to be, unconcerned about the opinions of others. I've learned a lot on this journey, but there's so much more to learn. And what I've found is that the more you learn, the more you open your mind to the possibility that many things in life are not what they seem, the more you realize how little you really know. We are taught that our existence is purely by chance, and that some people are born luckier than others. We are taught that we are pawns at the mercy of life's harsh realities. And we are taught that God is far away, mostly out of our reach, except for moments of prayer in our most desperate situations. We each get to decide which stories we believe about our creation and existence. As for me, my eyes have been opened to the possibility that we are never alone, that the trees, plants, and animals are all made from the same basic building blocks that we are, and that, despite what we have been told, we are powerful creators, constantly writing our own story, co-creating our reality and powerfully affecting the realities of those around us, in good or bad ways. I read more these days, and I constantly hunger for books that help me make sense of the new life I have been given. Currently, one of those books that I'm reading is called The Secret Life of Trees. In this book, I've learned that trees are not just a stump with leaves that grow up to give us shade or lumber. According to the author, they too are on a life journey, able to plan, calculate, and make choices that affect the saplings at their feet, or the neighboring tree that is struggling for nutrients to survive due to changes in the forest canopy above, or damage from a predator like beetles, or fungus, or a nasty storm. When we take the time to learn more about our environment, we learn that there is extensive cooperation between all living things on the planet. We are all in this together. Although I'm new to van life, my experience so far has been exactly what I envisioned before starting on this new journey. My van has become more like a home and less like a vehicle. No matter where I'm parked when I wake up in the morning, I wake up in the same comfortable bed with everything that is important to me. Van life is not without its challenges, and it's definitely not for everyone. But for me, in this moment, it has been exactly what my spirit is craving. With the release of my first van life video, I am officially naming my van Tortuga Marina, which means sea turtle in Spanish. This name reminds me of the ocean, which I have become more and more fond of since moving to Florida. It also reminds me of the beauty of God's creation, as well as the need to simply slow down and live in the moment. It certainly fits the van as well because, well, Tortuga Marina is no Lamborghini. As I come to the end of this video, I can't help but reflect on my experiences. With that reflection comes a great amount of gratitude. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have this experience, to be able to share some of that experience with you. One thing I've learned is that when we are thankful for something, it becomes more dominant in our reality, and we tend to focus less on the potentially negative things that we encounter. I would also like to take a minute and thank my friend Cassandra, who flew to Denver, took a shuttle up the mountain to Frisco, and joined me on my adventure for a few days. It was a pleasure to have someone to adventure with for a brief moment. Also, I would like to say that you don't need a camper van to have a great mountain adventure. Grab your tent, sleeping bag, cooler, and a Coleman stove, and just go find a mountain. Don't wait. Today is the only day we really have. Now it's time to embark on a new adventure. As I am finishing up this video, I am looking forward to venturing through Iowa, finding the hidden beauty it holds, and briefly calling many more places home. Today I pack, tomorrow we ride. In closing, I would like to say thank you for watching my first video, and remembering that I am just beginning to learn how to properly record my adventures to video and turn those videos into a story. And until next time, I hope you find exactly the adventure you are looking for. Peace.